Hey everybody, hope you're all doing really well today, and I'd like to cover a subject that I actually had covered in the past, and I just saw a video by Graham Cochrane, and I'm not going to diss his videos. His videos are top notch, and I highly recommend that you go check out his channel. But he just had a video on do you need to go to school for audio education, etc., etc. And basically the takeaway was, no, you're wasting your money. Go ahead and the money that you would spend for your education, put that into your studio. And I don't disagree with that, especially with the cost of audio schools nowadays. And he was talking about student loans, and I do have to agree with him that spending $50,000 or $100,000 and going in debt, that will go a long way towards getting you set up with a studio and just jumping in. And he also covered that basically that having a degree, nobody cares that you have a degree in audio, and nobody cares if you went to school or what school you might have gone to. It's all about the end result. And I'm going to confirm with him, I did go to audio school, just like Graham did, and it's been a couple years ago, in fact more than a couple years ago. And I went to the Berklee School of Music, and I went through their audio program many moons ago. And there was one thing that I think that his video really left out on that he didn't touch on, and this is a positive why I think you should go to audio school. And when I came out of Berklee and got a job at a recording studio, basically it was the fact that I had the reputation of going to a very renowned and prestigious school, especially for audio recording and music, that people put me on a level right off the bat. They put me on an elevated level than the person that just says, well, I want to learn recording and I'll go ahead and clean your toilets for free. And that pretty much, putting that on my resume, got me into studios, got me in to do interviews, allowed me to freelance. And I do think that things have changed nowadays, and Graham is totally correct that nobody gives a hoot or a flip, or however you want to say it, where you went to school. That's not going to get you the job. It's your end results and it's your reputation. But one thing, actually there's two things, and let me cover two things. First of all, it networked me with people that I was just in such a creative environment working in a studio there, and in their studios at Berklee, and it networked you with people that had like interests, and so the learning curve was accelerated. Now granted, you could go ahead and take your money and buy your studio, and things have changed. We all know that it doesn't cost much. If you own a laptop and a set of headphones and an interface, potentially you have a great studio right there. But it elevated my learning curve to such a degree that I was learning about things like mic pickup patterns, being able to use different microphones. I could really compare whether a U87 was better situated than just a $100 SM57. It allowed me to use some of the best outboard equipment and to see whether it really made a difference, or whether you could just go ahead and get some of the cheapy stuff or use plugins. And I'll get into another video about comparing what I thought or what I do think about plugins as compared to hardware. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic, another can of worms. But it allowed me to learn at an extremely fast pace. And so I think that has some huge benefit to it. If you don't know anything about it, I think anything about recording, yes, there are plenty of YouTubes. Watch Graham's channel for sure, and there's many others. Watch mine, and you can learn a lot about recording. And so that'll save you some bucks in the long run. But don't dismiss being in an environment to where you will learn things at an extremely accelerated level, and you're pretty much gonna learn the right stuff. You can watch these YouTubes, and I probably have given some misinformation over the years and over my videos, but there's tons and tons of videos out there that are just basically people think that, well, I can be a teacher and so I can make YouTube videos and I can be an instructor on audio, but they don't know jack squat, and I can say that from experience. So watch what you're watching. Watch what you're watching on YouTube, and don't just think that what everybody is telling you on YouTube is correct or the gospel. Most of it is just opinions, and so you need to weed out, separate the wheat from the chaff, and make sure that you're getting good content. That's extremely important. So, yes, I'm going to summarize here. Yes, things have changed, but don't discount having a good education. If you can get a good education being around a bunch of like-minded people and watch your YouTubes together and conduct your own classrooms, that would be a great idea. For instance, don't sit around and watch these YouTubes by yourself, but get 10 other people that that are interested in recording, and sit around and bounce ideas off each other. Create your own classroom and eliminate your own student debt. So I agree with Graham. I think he had some very valid points, but I think he really missed on one point, is that you're going to learn a lot quicker going to a bona fide accredited audio recording school. So that's it. My 2 cents, my soapbox, right? You're on my channel. So therefore, I'm requiring you to hit the notification button. Got to do that, guys. It really helps me out. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next soapbox video. We'll catch... Ooh, I like that. Soapbox video. We'll catch you later, guys.